Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And today we are going to play with a Panzer VII. Hear me out, we started our re-rating journey. We re-rated already like 20 tanks and whatnot, and it will take approximately other week to finish all tier 10s. The rules are the same for every and each vehicle whenever we are rating. We are playing on the press account and we are pretty much trying to do our best while having conversation with the people on the stream and rating the tanks. And one of the tanks which we rated is the Panzer VII, right? It's important thing to say, and I crafted very good game with this vehicle as well, right? You are going to see this as a last game, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is how the things are going to look like. So don't be surprised if you will get some tier 10 content nowadays with the 2 live games and 1 game highlighted from the stream. If we will craft something nice, I will definitely share that with you. Meanwhile, before we are moving on, fellas, index page is the place to be soon. All tanks are going to be re-rated, well, soon. It's a half-year project, right? But the tier 10 should take approximately 1 week and we are going to be completely fine, right? The tank is re-rated already. The tank is good with better than average armor, better than average beginner friendliness, with a bloody solid gun handling speed. We still need to take a look at it, and obviously where the ammo rating goes, well, the tank, you don't necessarily need to spam the full gold. If you are enjoying what you are seeing here and at the same time ads are annoying for you, keep this in mind that you can subscribe on the Patreon and get rid of the ads. We are having more and more people subscribing. I appreciate you, and that helps definitely to keep up with index page. And last day for skill merch as well, t-shirts are 50% off and the hoodie is like 30% off or something like this. This is a last day whenever it is on. There is not that many sizes left. The quantities are very low. I can tell you that much. If you want to check it out, link is going to be in the description, and on Monday we are closing it down. Just a highlight, right? And now, without further ado, let's teleport into the game with the Panzer and let's have some fun. Okay, the very first game which we have is Siegfried Line, and before going into the game, what I want to showcase, fellas, the reason why this tank is getting just a little bit above average rating, because it's very hard to use this mother trucking tank. You can get penetrated straight into the face over there. Not many people knows that, but it is the case, and whenever you are side scrapping, your shoulders are becoming weak, so pretty much you want to bait enemies frontally like this, and it is quite a difficult task to do, right? Other than that, the highlight of this vehicle is definitely gun. For 560 alpha damage gun, you are hitting like a truck full of bananas. 560 alpha is very nice. Penetration with the standards 276 millimeters, that's great. Shell velocity 1100. Obviously, if you are loading gold, you have better penetration, 225 it is, and 1350 shell velocity as well. Pretty interesting tank. It is rated good in the index page, and I am honestly very much excited to have so much conversations with the community. Some folks do agree with my rating. Some people want to rate the tanks significantly better than I do or significantly worse than I do, and it is always a nice discussion, to be completely honest with you, and I do enjoy this experience a lot. So yeah, it is fun. Meanwhile, we found the tourist T-75, and fellas, there is nothing better than the tourists in this game. I do appreciate them, I do enjoy them, I have a lot of fun meeting the folks like E-75 who is thinking that sitting in the open field is a great idea. This is exactly what I'm looking for, and this is exactly what I want to see. Beautiful. Thank you very much, my man. We definitely do appreciate you. Meanwhile, Mr. Rambo is considering about getting involved here, but I am paying attention into the current situation, so Mr. Rambo will definitely regret his life choices, and in 5 seconds we can do that once again. And you know what? I have a feeling that he will regret his life decisions. Beautiful. This is exactly how we want to start our game. As you can see, since the alpha damage of this mother trucker is pretty high, what that basically means, whenever you are, whenever you shoot non-stop, or overall whenever you keep shooting, the damage is adding up really quickly. For example, in this type of situation, we haven't lost a single bit of the hit points, and in the same time we got ourselves a very decent 4,000 damage, right? That was pretty crazy and pretty just like pop, damage. Life is beautiful, everything is completely fine. Very nice. This is what we want to see, and this is what we are looking forward to. I was considering, do I want to make a hardcore pressure here up front, but to be completely honest with you, I don't really think this is the best idea. I do not really think this is the best idea, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So what we want to do, we want to sit around this area and we just simply want to wait until someone will mess up. For example, this T49 should make a mistake here. He should make a bit of pressure, although there is a big chance that he's aiming for our Arta. Where the score goes, yeah, our team definitely doesn't feel the finest, and it doesn't look like we are winning the game. But to be completely honest with you, we are still feeling pretty good, and the potential that we can get with this vehicle is pretty phenomenal. So, what to do next? I do not really want to make that much pressure. I want to be honest with you fellas, I do not want to make that much pressure over there. I kind of want enemies to get involved for us and to make tiny touch, well, to make a silly goose mistakes. Let's put that in this way. That would be absolutely amazing and that would be awesome. But in the same time, we want to be somewhere near our forces, and the main reason why do we want to be somewhere near our forces, because we can get definitely gazillion of support from them, right? And this is exactly what we are looking for. Now, Mr. T49 is crossing through the open field just like so. I'm trying to punish him, but unfortunately I failed, but it changes absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, Mr. Butcher is in the deep Kaku hole himself. That's very good. Our El Toro should be able to delete him, and we are just hunting the light tanks and medium tanks and whatever we can get our hands on. Remember that we are super heavy and we have ability to definitely withstand some beating as well, and that is absolutely glorious, and this is what we are looking for. Toro should be eliminated by the bot chat, which is unfortunate fate for this gentleman, but it is how it is. And now if we are going to be lucky, we should be able to say hello for this CS63 or alternatively Mr. Bot chat, right? We are feeling kind of alright. Meanwhile, CS63 is playing in the open field. That's exactly what we are looking for. We eliminated him. That's great. How about Botchat? Botchat, there is a big chance that Mr. Botchat is on the reload at this particular point in time, and this is completely fine. All I want to do, I want to get involved here, right? That is what we need for a full happiness. Meanwhile, luckily Centurion missed his shot. That is absolutely glorious. And yes, I am paying attention to the maxi map. And by the way, I don't really care about the Tessak that much, believe me or not. I don't really think that the Tessak is our priority here, even though he can go and say tra-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I don't really think it matters, with all honesty. Sure, shoot me, congratulations, very nice. And Botchat is dead. Excellent. Now, Mr. Tessak, how are you doing this fine day? You are having a great time. I'm glad that you are enjoying yourself. Meanwhile, once again, we are just ignoring this mother trucker because he is not priority for us. I can promise you that Centurion is significantly bigger problem for us as a tank, right? And this is exactly what we are looking for. Centurion is taking his time to aim, and oh boy, Centurion is being sent to the garage. Yeah, fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are gaming. We are having a good time. Now, Tesak said, what a noob heavy tank. What a noob heavy tank. He wasn't shooting me and I was farming him like there is no tomorrow. Probably bot is playing with his Panzer. I'm telling you, I was farming him like there is no tomorrow. And oh boy, how much fun did I had in this game. Egg tuna. That was absolutely glorious and absolutely amazing, right? This is what Mr. Tesak said. Good for you, my man. I had a great time and I believe you had a great time as well. Absolutely amazing. Meanwhile, this game should be a very easy victory. Our Mantis should be able to eliminate the Tesak, and after that, rest is history, right? Beautiful game. I'm feeling happy about this. And you know what? We made one gentleman happy as well. Okay, we are back. Beautiful game, extremely nice battle, and I think we played very, very well over there. 7.7 thousand damage. 4 kills, a bit of assisting damage, but as you can see where the bouncing goes, it wasn't that great, but that's what we have. Solid ace, thank you very much, we appreciate you. High caliber, cool-headed, I mean, that was a good game, right? This is the moment whenever, or this is the situation, I would say, whenever all stars are aligned, right? I would love to show you the game whenever enemy team is a bit more, let's say, experienced, and when I'm going to get penetrated into the face or into the lower plate or into the shoulder, because trust me, this definitely can happen. Okay, this is going to be definitely significantly more complicated and more disgusting for sure, because where the hold down goes of this tank, it is pretty complicated and pretty hard, right? We definitely need to keep this in mind. So, I do not want to play here hold down. I don't think this is the proper way, so I'm going into the city and I will try to make pretty much build a decent angle from where I can shoot the guys who are over peaking, or alternatively guys who are playing in the city overall, right? This tank doesn't have that great ability or opportunity as 60TP does to just simply use the gun depression and play hold down like there is no tomorrow. This tank definitely doesn't have it, okay? And I really want to highlight this. I want to say that up front, and you know, it's just not ideal from that point of view, right? But nevertheless, I'm not saying that this tank is unplayable or this tank is the worst tank in the world of tanks. Meanwhile, I tried to slap the IS-3 too. Unfortunately, I failed doing so, but it changes absolutely nothing and we are feeling okay. And what we are going to do next, we are going to take a look into this beautiful E5 trying to peek here, because I want to believe that if the gentleman peeked once, if he tried to play hold down, he should do that once again, right? Simple as this. Especially if the gentleman wasn't punished heavily, right? That's what we want to see, and that's what we are looking for. Or alternatively, he may try to go for me as well. There is always a possibility for that, but luckily for us, he isn't doing that. Okay. Okay, relax, take it easy, we are feeling completely fine, and as a super heavy, I know that this performance looks very, very, very weird, but trust me, this is the proper way to play in this type of situation. Speaking about the situations, fellas, I would love to see this IS... Ooh, Gusor the tank, hello. I would love to see their sniper schnitzels here, right? This is exactly what we are looking for, and I want to find a decent angle to slap the Gusor, or to slap Pz.Kpfw, or to slap IS-3 too, doesn't really matter. Right, the most important thing for us is just to find a decent enough angle to punish them. Beautiful shot into the Starva. Remember my words which I said about the gun handling. Gun handling is definitely very, very, very solid of this vehicle, fellas, truly. Blind shot towards the Starva, beautiful, very, very nice. So far we are chilling and we are enjoying ourselves. Now, the chilling will change quite a bit because we need to relocate and we need to find a decent enough angle for Pz.Kpfw, right? That's what we need to do. Can we do this? Absolutely yes. As you can see, we have the super heavy tank. Well, okay, we cannot call this tank super heavy, but we have a heavy tank sniping from the red line. And those are the folks that we are looking for, and that's the folks that we are dreaming to find, right? Beautiful assisting damage, that's absolutely glorious, and we are making our score tiny touch better, and this is what we are looking for, fellas. Very, very nice. Now, DBV is sniping from the back as well, so he completely relocated and he changed his plan in this situation. That's completely okay. It doesn't bother me, it doesn't annoy me, everything is completely fine. As you can see, there is multiple ways how you can play in this battle, and usually whenever you are playing with a tank without gun depression, you are feeling quite screwed in this type of situation, right? But in the same time, please keep this in mind that you always have alternative option, and you always could potentially play lower side as well, and I think that it is a very, very important way to do the things. And this is a legit strategy. It's not like I am doing this for a very first time and oh my bananas, I'm so lucky. I never played like this and I am extremely lucky here. No. I have done that multiple times and our score is looking pretty solid, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what do we want to do in this type of situation? We know that Fava most likely sitting in the same bush here. We are very, very well aware of that. And in the same time, we know that Kpfw is sniping from the back. But I would love to ram the living crap out of this Fava, okay? That would be absolutely amazing, and that would be just loads of fun, to say that the least, right? That would be loads of fun. Meanwhile, Gusor the tank, Mr. How are you doing? He is taking one for the team. We can see Fava trying to escape. We are slapping Fava in the face. Wow, what a session. What a session, fellas. I mean, we are being pretty lucky over there. Not gonna lie, not gonna pretend. We are pretty lucky. The first game is like 8,000 damage. The second game is like 6,500 combined with still a chance to slap the living crap out of the Mr. Clicker, right? Because we definitely have a chance to do so. Everything is depending on the reaction. Will I react properly or not? Unfortunately, I mean, I reacted properly, but aim wasn't the finest and we are getting more assisting damage, so 7,000 combined. And plus on top of that, we have another game coming from the highlights whenever the stars were aligned and we had a beautiful session. Fellas, even by wanting to, I would not be able to repeat the success of this. That was absolutely amazing. Let's say I would play other 2 games with this tank, I would not play to this level. I can tell you that much. And you know what? That's great. That is World of Tanks. Sometimes you are booming, sometimes you are a champion, and sometimes you are getting slapped and there is nothing what you can do about that. Anyways, 3,700 damage, 3,800 assisting damage. We are third by experience, we are third by the damage, considering which map we had. That's great. We made a lot of profits and our session with this tank is 5,700 average damage and 2,000 assisting damage. Fellas, my friends, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we played with this vehicle for casual 7,500 combined, even more, 7,600 combined, and you know you have another game coming. So for now, this live segment is GG finito. Thank you, I appreciate you, and let's teleport straight into the Panzer game from the live stream, shall we? Thank you, and see you soon. Mr. 7 Shifty, thank you very much for 5 months. Thank you. Yo, skill mods and chat. Let's chill. Greetings. Hope you are doing real good. I understand the Suka sitting over there and sniping. Trust me, I get it. Yazmaz Veseli, thank you very much for Prime. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Tiger Mouse is saying, what do you mean? And I'm... Nice armor, mate. Nice armor. Good. And Mr. Shifty, thank you. Appreciate you. Hello. I mean, the gun handling for this alpha is great. The gun handling could be rated 4.5 for this alpha damage, right? Truly. Slapping everyone with 560 alpha, that's bloody solid. That is very, very nice. That is very nice. Man. This tank can be 4. The 4 factor would be only gun, you know? The 4 factor for this vehicle should be, or could be only gun. I don't really give a shit about AP penetration because let's get real. Nowadays, folks are playing the game a bit differently. You're checking it out. Okay, 276 penetration, 1.1 shell velocity. This one is 1.350 shell velocity. So what do you want to play with? Huh? AP, AP, AP. Хуи, not AP. Хуи, my man. Хуи. Hui, my man. Do you feel about the tier 11 idea? We had this discussion multiple times. This is the situation what would be if it would be. From a content creator perspective, I can tell you from my side. For me, new meat in the game and new things would be absolutely amazing. From the player perspective, I have no bloody clue. I know for a fact that people do not like changes, right? It's just how it goes. People do not like changes, right? So to the certain extent it is a risky play, right? I haven't done any diligence what is happening in the Rus server and I don't give a shit, right? So it's hard to say. I do not know. Hard to say. B matters at DBV, it takes 285 AP over 330 hit 80% of the time. Sure thing. I understand. For example, this situation was great. I am top tier bitch, so I am feeling just great, you know, for being top tier bitch over there. I'm like, no, how are you doing? So in this game, this tank is, okay, maybe not 5, but this tank is solid. This tank is solid, fellas. Smell 10,000? Nah, not a chance. But to be honest, Wargaming should focus to fix this, what we have first, because tier 11 would destroy the gaming experience completely. I think where the gaming experience goes, I think there is nothing to destroy at this point. Because matchmaking is already an ass wipe, right? I believe you would not allow me to lie that matchmaking is far away from being ideal, right? So I don't really think there is something to destroy. The games are extremely unequal. The situation is pretty effed up if you would ask me. So I don't really think there is anything to destroy. You know, if it's broken, it's broken. What can you do? Honestly, Wargaming can fix the game, just nerf Progetto 65 again. There is a lot of things that could be changed in the game for sure, and you never know what Wargaming is going to do. All we can do, we can guess. Or, hopefully we will get more loot boxes, and then the game will be fixed. How about that? Wargaming, just add more loot boxes. Epsi, I like your thinking, my man. I like your thinking. Okay, maybe our dildo can start moving up front. That would be very much appreciated. I'm talking about the tier 8 dildo. He will uninstall the game, I'm telling you. Holy fucking shit, what a poor soul. I'm so sorry, my man. It's not my responsibility that RNG is treating you like ass. It's not my responsibility, my man. I'm so sorry. Not my responsibility, mate. Ay, poor guy. Finally, he did it! He did it, fellas! What? 4005! He did it! He did it! That was very, very nice. That was pretty bloody solid. Meanwhile, 8.2 thousand damage, 2.2 thousand assisting damage. That was a great game. First class, high caliber. We definitely cannot complain about this, right? Standard B farmed a lot. Milhouse! No kurva, I will tell Bart and Bart will fuck you up. How dare he? Unbelievable.